This is Legacy West. Sun has gone down a little bit, so I don't know how much about sunlight I will have, but I thought I might show you the situation. Very crowded. It took me forever to find a parking. So let's go out in the street a little bit. Kind of show you up the street what the situation is. Yeah, everybody bring out their fast car, nicety, I call it. You know, the Lexus, the Benz, the BMWs, the Spider, three-wheel bike. It's not really a bike per se, it's a three-wheel. So I'm gonna walk up a little bit, and you know, the fast car revving engines and so on. That's kind of what we get out here. So I'm gonna stop here for a minute and just show you that is up the street and pan around a little bit and show you down the street. Yeah. Since the COVID situation seems to be dying down, this is when everybody comes out and bring out, you know, fancy clothes, fancy cars. And earlier in the video, as I was showing you the water fountain over there at the Colony. So we kind of have something similar here at Legacy West. So that's what I was sharing, that they're popping up just about everywhere. And people do, you know, like the luxury stuff and the fast and the sporty stuff. People just get together and they rent them and they come out in groups, create excitement. You know, so you know, it's the kind of thing that's happening. I'm telling you, North Texas is becoming like California. I mean, when I moved here in 2000, it was pretty affordable. You know, I purchased my first house for $150,000 at the time. Coming from New York, you needed $500,000-$600,000 for a house in New York. And when you come down here, cost of living and everything was low. All these places where I'm standing right now was like a cornfield, bush, right? So from 2000 to now, a lot of development, home prices skyrocketed. The average home now is about $350,000 in this area. You know, my second house that I purchased, I paid what? $214,000 in 2015, and now it's appraised for about $261,000. But on the market, the open market, everybody's asking for $400,000. So friends are saying, hey, why don't you sell your house and take the equity out of it? And I'm saying, and do what after that? Because it's not like you're gonna sell $400,000. Yeah, I would make $200,000, but what do I do after that? Yeah. So what I'll do is to refinance, get out the $200,000 in equity, and then use that to purchase another house and put it into the Airbnb business. So yeah, so that's the kind of thing that you see here. I'm going to this restaurant here called Cava. Yeah, that's where I'm going. Yes, I was saying Cava is a place that it's more or less like a salad bar. You have healthy salad with, you know, greens and beans, and then you have some protein stuff. So I'm going in there to get that type of stuff. All right. So inside I go. That's where that's. Okay, so going up the street here. Even though it's dark, as you can see, there's still a long string of lights. Oh, let me go on this side here. Show you what's going on. The nightlife in Legacy West, Texas, Plano. So that's the other thing I want to share with you, that if you were to come by and looking for this place and ask around, a lot of people would say it's in Frisco, but it's not. This is actually Plano. Legacy West is in Plano. But because it's on the border of Frisco, and Frisco has a lot of hype in terms of city, everybody think that this was Frisco. So you ask, hey, where's Legacy West? They'll say, oh, it's up in Frisco. But it's Plano. So they need to say, it's in Plano on the border of Frisco. That's the proper location or direction to get to it. All right. There's a spot up here that I'm walking to called Legacy Hall. And once people finish walking around, then they get inside there. I'm not gonna go in there because the crowd in there is really thick, and although the COVID situation dies down, I don't want to take any chance with that kind of crowd. You know, nobody's wearing masks or anything anymore, it seems, so it's kind of risky for me there. I have my mask with me, but I just don't feel like putting on a mask to go inside of that crowd. So this is the nightlife situation out here. You know, this area of between Plano and Frisco, when I come out here and I walk around, and I'm gonna sound like an hypocrite here for a minute because the type of cars that you see people out here with and drive, it makes you wonder, do they like go shopping specifically for this type of thing, that I want to buy an expensive car so I could go drive through, you know, just kind of parade through a place like this so everybody could see me? I said I sound like an hypocrite because every now and then I cruise through here too. You know, wind my window down with some dancehall music, just cruising through, and everybody's staring. Especially, you know, I have a little Jamaican cover on my my Jamaican flag and stuff on the cover of my headrest. And sometimes I have a flag in there, so it creates a tension, you know. So earlier you hear me talk about the spider. This is what the spider is, right? It's a 3-wheel automobile, and so as you can see, remember I said people rent them. Um, so as you can see here, it says rent me. So that's what they do. They don't buy them, right? They, a group of people just get together and everybody rent one and just kind of parade. Yeah, there's a car like my car there. Anyway, yeah, they just kind of parade through. People just like their attention around here, you know. So you'll notice in this area, look over there, nothing but Lamborghini and Ferrari park up, you know. I don't know how, I must be valet parking because I've seen some cone there, so that's how they have it reserved for that type of stuff. But yeah, it's almost like Hollywood Boulevard. Okay, that's the situation out here. Yes, yes.
Nice car.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So the place I bought my Mercedes from, they had just gotten approved as the only Ferrari dealership in this area, North Texas. And would you believe the guy is trying to get me to turn my attention to a Ferrari instead? And I said, dude, I'm not a Ferrari type person, okay? I'm not gonna spend my money on something that I'm not crazy about. I'm not crazy about Ferrari and Lamborghini and stuff. I buy things that I like, that looks nice to me. And, some of the Ferraris, they're not bad, but you can tell that people just try them for status, and attention and things like that. The situation here. So this is Legacy West. This is a nightlife situation. People just kind of stroll along for not anything in particular, just to have a walk, chit chat, and be seen and be able to talk about. Yeah, I've been to Legacy West. I've been coming here before it was like this, because again, I said over here was okay. So that's the kind of situation. My battery's running down, so I'm gonna try to go up by Legacy Hall to show you before my battery runs out. So this is another spider here. Again, it seems like they grab attention, so people rent them, and and who knows if there are cars too that you just don't know what people are doing just to be seen. And niceties is what I call it. But that's the sort of thing. Yeah. So thank you. Heading towards Legacy West. past these people here that's strolling. Oh, I'm sorry, not heading towards Legacy West, heading towards Legacy Hall. Okay, so doesn't seem that crowded tonight. And zoom in a bit. Is my zoom working? Okay. So there's Legacy Hall across the street. So everybody just kind of strolled in there. So there's Legacy Hall in there. Doesn't seem crowded tonight. Maybe I could take a quick spin in there to show you, since it does not appear to be that crowded. All right, it doesn't seem to be crowded, so I'm going to take a quick spin in there. They have a band in the back, so you probably won't hear me speak because it gets really loud. Thank you. Oh yes, it's a little crowded in here. Yeah, it is a little crowded, but not as bad as I thought it would. Guys, but this kind of the situation here in Legacy Hall. I'm gonna gotta go through here to show you where the band is before my battery dies, okay? Oh, sorry. So in the back here is where abandoned stage there. That's the kind of thing happened in Legacy West.
Good minor, everybody.
Thank you guys so much.
You want to do one more? One more? All right. It's in your contract. We got to do one more.
All right.
I'd like to take it back to the minor key for one for you. It's track one of the Let It Bleed album.
So this is the kind of situation
have the Let It Bleed album
that we're looking at here.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, here it's called Legacy Hall. So yeah, Legacy Hall in Legacy West, that is in Plano, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
So I took a chance on coming here because didn't seem that crowded from outside. But it's still a little thick in here. So the way this place, this side of Texas works, Frisco, Plano, Allen, the Colony, just in Collin County, every summer, like a little before summer, a lot of people move in. So by the time summer comes around, everybody is out. That's kind of the crowd. Yeah, so every summer you'll see more and more people. The crowd gets thicker and thicker. The traffic, the line gets longer on the highway. You know, believe me, for about 4 or 5 years, I predicted where on the highway the traffic will start to back up, because I knew the pattern during the summer, you know, and I'm always hitting it. Right, so I'm gonna head back down, get my car and get out of here. So I hope I managed to give you a good view of, you know, part of what here for the Caribbean culture to enjoy and participate. If you're from another state or another country and wonder what would you do if you migrate to Texas, right? There's a lot of stuff here. It's not like when I just moved here, I thought it was just ranches and horses and cowboys. You know, a lot of excitement here, glamour stuff to get into. So I thought I might cover this as part of the Caribbean Culture and Insights channel to give you some insight, just in case you're wondering, okay, what can I do if I end up in Texas? You know, well, here we go. This is what you can come enjoy. And we're in May now, so come June and July, I'm gonna come back through here just to kind of show you the difference, what you're gonna see on these sidewalks. It's going to be crazy, you know, because again, a lot of people move here. I call it the internal migration, where a lot of people move from New York, from California, from Florida, from a lot of states and move here, Kentucky, those type of places. So the population, you know, more than doubled since I moved here. When I moved here, I think I moved into Frisco, Texas, and I think the population was like 25,000. Now it's 250,000. At one point, I remember when it went up to 100,000. Something is going on. It's some type of gallery thing here. Type of event they're having in there. But yeah, the population is now like at 250,000 in Frisco. I forgot what it is in McKinney. But yeah, they're doubling real fast. All right, my battery's on red, so thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Have a great evening or morning if you're in London or the other side of the world. Bye until then.